Okay, hello everyone. My name is Nur Umairah binti Mazlan. Today's topic is very important because I would like to talk about the plastic management in Malaysia. So nowadays we can clearly see there are a lot of plastic products introduced into the market. People love using plastic products, but some of them do not dispose the products in a correct way. So this situation somehow finally results in plastic contamination in Malaysia. So therefore, I am here today to suggest several ways to improve the plastic management in Malaysia. So my first suggestion will go to the authorities who are responsible in introducing the plastic products into the market, which is the industry itself. So I suggest the industry to improve the production efficiency of plastic products. And what I mean by the efficiency here is the ability or the capability of the industry to reduce plastic consumption in their productions. So here I came with three solutions. The first one is the use of viable alternatives such as glass, paper, and then the industry can also use the recycled waste or biodegradable materials to replace the plastic. Second one is I suggest the industry to reduce the use of single-use plastic such as in the cotton bud and also microbeads that added into the cosmetics. And the last one is developing product design, whether to the current products or to the upcoming one, in which the design can reduce the amount of plastic used and at the same time extend the product life so that waste can also be reduced, and also design that will allow repair and reuse, or design that can improve recyclability of a product by limiting the number of polymers, additive, mixture, etc. So, for example, an industry can produce plastic bottles with inseparable caps to improve the correct disposal of the plastic bottles. The second one, I suggest to improve the collection and disposal of waste in Malaysia by source collection, which is by consumers, or post separation, which is in centers. But however, the source collection is more preferred because it is cheaper and it can reduces waste contamination. And the collection can include door-to-door collection, curbside collection, buyback centers, or drop-off centers. And for disposal management, it usually involves 3R: reuse, reduce, and recycle. So therefore, I would like to call out the government to increase the economic incentive for recycling purposes, because I think this approach can increase the recycling rates, since recycling usually involves higher costs than producing virgin plastics. Besides, the incentive provided can also be used in programs such in buyback programs, in which a sum of money is returned back to the consumer per package or per week. So the consumer will be more attracted and would love to collect more recyclable products. Next one, waste management policies. So policies such as banning of certain type of plastic will be very beneficial in plastic management. For example, microbeads. Microbeads have been banned in several countries such as Canada, New Zealand, United States, and United Kingdom. Meanwhile, in Taiwan, they introduced the plastic restriction policy that banned the use of plastic bag and plastic tableware. So I think like this kind of policies will somehow force the citizens to reduce the use of plastic in their daily life. The fourth one is education and awareness. We know that knowledge is a very powerful tool. So platforms such as internet should be exploited as an education tool, because statistics shows that 80% of the search inquiries aim for retrieving information. So the government should provide a lot of information and then keep updating news regarding environment, and etc. to educate the consumers. Besides, early education also is very important. Thus, I demand the Ministry of Education to consider the inclusion of education regarding environment in primary and secondary level, and redraft its arrangement so that it is suitable to the current environment condition. Furthermore, I think the education and awareness should aim for the long-term behavior changes, so that the consumer will always practicing it. Plus, education and awareness is very important because it can also affect the product demand. For example, if the consumers have sufficient knowledge regarding microbeads, they will reconsider and refuse to buy any products that contains microbeads. So this somehow will lower the sale of the products. So as a consequence, the manufacturers will consider to not or to stop using microbeads in their product and start looking for other alternatives to improve back their sales. Okay, and the last one, I suggest the Malaysia to start introducing eco-innovations, such as in India, they construct the roads by using plastic waste that incorporated into the asphalt mixture. And also in Kenya, they innovate bricks from plastic waste. So this kind of innovation obviously can reduce the amount of plastic waste and at the same time enhance the creativity among citizens. Plus, I think this approach will attract more citizens or Malaysians to collect and contribute their used plastic products in order to help achieving these kinds of innovation. So that's all from me. Hoping that the government will consider all my suggestions before and make our country greener for our future generations. Thank you.